Welcome, everybody. I can see a few of you are starting to jump on. So, big, huge welcome. So, today we are focused on, we wanted to bring you this live session, how to achieve explosive growth or start a business with a franchise opportunity. So today in this session, I'm going to go through it with you. And I've also brought on an amazing special guest, one of my mastermind clients, Carla Chatburn as well. So for those of you who are a little bit newer to our Facebook community, our female founders and female entrepreneurs community, you might have only just come across me recently. So I'm Jessica Crane. I'm a wealth and business coach, a multi-award winner, and I've won Female Entrepreneur of the Year, author, coach, property investor, mentor, speaker. And basically my goal and what I do is I teach female entrepreneurs how to create generational wealth through diversification and scale. So most of you know me, we have a core program, Systemized for Success, which is for salon owners, and we teach salon owners how to grow and scale their business and to make it profitable. Once they achieve that, we then focus on our mastermind, which is about having multiple streams of income and focus on those big long-term goals of making sure that your future self, when you're 40, 50, 60, 70, 80 years old, you've got everything in place that you wanted. And so when I heard about what Carla was doing, and obviously, I've known her for a long time. She's been in our systemized group and now she's in our mastermind group. And when Carla told me about what she was doing and she's evolving this business into a franchise opportunity, immediately I was like, oh my gosh, we've got so many people in our audience that this would be the perfect opportunity for them. I was like, come and share with everybody, one, what you're doing as a female founder and a female business owner, because I want all of you to share your stories with each other because they're all so inspirational and amazing, right? So I wanted us to come and share that amazing knowledge and this amazing opportunity. So without further ado, Carla, tell us a little bit about how
Oh,
we started.
well, thanks so much for having me here, Jessica. It's a real honour, and I wanted to say thank you. But for those that don't know me, I'm Carla. I've been in the industry for, makes me sound old, 24 years. And with all holding 24 Business Industry Awards, I am the owner of the multi-award winning Pure Perfection Salons and Group. I'm also the creator of the Confident Beauty Training Programme because I absolutely love sharing my knowledge and skill set with the next generation of beauty therapists. I've been running advanced apprenticeships for the last 19 years, got a degree in education, and I'm super excited to be sharing this opportunity and just having a real chat about the insights to what it is. And obviously, I do want to train top class beauty therapists along the journey so I can maintain my reputation too.
Yeah, oh, amazing. So like I said, why did we want to bring this presentation to you today? So when Carla told me about a franchise opportunity, immediately I knew that we could create something special together. And I speak to and work with thousands of salon owners, and some of the salon owners that come and join Systemized for Success, they're already in a franchise group, right? And you know, the problem with a lot of current franchise groups out there is that lack of business knowledge, isn't it? Like that ongoing, being an innovator, being forward thinking, changing things, evolving with the time. Like things move so quickly. And in some franchise opportunities, I don't think that that's happening right now. Like, what's your thoughts, Carla, on like where are the franchise groups stand at the moment?
So having done quite a lot of market research and developments over the years, I didn't have a lot of knowledge on how franchisees worked. And when I started looking at the back end of the support systems and the education, it really shocked me on the little knowledge that they had around the business acumen and the fundamentals of why we're in business. I do have a friend that has a franchise, and she came out of it after a contract ended 10 years ago, and she had no idea about how to market, didn't know the numbers. And I was really shocked about that because I didn't understand, how they could run their own businesses without this fundamental information. And I thought, well, why not put the package together on the success model that we've been doing over the last 20 years and kind of give that powerhouse opportunity to somebody that wants to excel in the beauty business industry. So that's what I found with the frustrations really for all these entrepreneurs that do have businesses that aren't making any profit and don't know where to position themselves in the market.
Yeah, and that's where what I saw is that, Carla, you've really made this like a no-brainer for somebody. And I
Yeah.
think that our goal, and this is where for me and you, our goals are very aligned, is we want to empower those people to be in control of their own destiny, to grow, scale, and achieve all of their goals. And I always say this, I always have a secret goal for people, even if they don't know it when they come into our world. And with Carla, when I said about us looking at this together, and I said, yeah, definitely. And Carla said, we want them to be our mastermind. We want this person to develop and grow, that they have wealth management problems, that they want to they want to fulfill themselves in their own goals, and achieve wealth for their family and their team. And that's where I truly believe, like, a rising tide lifts all the ships. And we want to empower this person and these franchise owners to be a savvy female business owner and entrepreneur. And I don't think that is the thing that is missing in current franchise opportunities. Like you say, they're not given the knowledge, and knowledge is power, right?
Yeah, absolutely. And I've certainly learned the hard way. Obviously, I've made every mistake in business going, so I can share thousands of stories on not what to do. So yeah, so this is why I'm so excited to bring it. And it looks scary, but it's not. So this is all about the Pure Perfection franchise opportunity. So a little bit about the beauty group is what we stand for. It's what we stand for in the industry, and kind of where we want to take our franchisees on board with us, really. So we have built our reputation on consistent service in a 5-star environment with a luxury general neutral environment. As you can see, some stunning salon pictures on there with our new salon that's just opened over a couple of months ago. But we do believe in offering the products that they need to enhance a client's natural beauty and well-being. So we know exactly who our target audience is. And obviously, the franchisees, we can help them understand the brand values and identity straight away. And once you understand that, it's absolutely brilliant. It's exciting as well.
Yeah, and that's the thing of what you've created here, isn't it, Carla? Is it's a plug and play system for somebody.
Yeah.
They, like you've just showed the ginormous folder there, is, you can go and take 20 years to create this yourself, like Carla has, or you can plug and play a system. But what we want to share with you is a little bit about who this is for and exactly what is involved, and the kind of the gives and the gets of what the benefits are of being part of a high level franchise group.
Yeah, so after doing lots of market research, I was trying to figure out, who this would be ideal for. And watching lots of salon owners, beauty therapists struggle launching startup businesses, we found that this opportunity was perfect for salon managers that have been in the management role but then want to step out and run their own business, because they have that fundamental knowledge and they understand the importance of business grounding and fundamentals of how to run a business. Salon owners who are struggling to generate profits, retain talented teams, and possibly even want to scale into multiple locations. I've got 3 and it works really, really well. So if you do have a bigger picture thinking mindset, then we have the systems already structured in place, ready for multiplying into different locations. But also beauty therapists, and this one's really, really, really close to my heart, because I actually only started as a beauty therapist. I didn't have any business acumen, and I want to hold your hand the entire way and show you how we've done it, how to understand it. And we have a really, really easy color-coded system for beauty therapists to understand that going forward. But to step out the comfort zones and look at owning their own site, so that, like you said before, they can take control of their own destiny and use the skills and talents to build a dream business.
Yeah, I think it's an amazing opportunity, and like you say, and the other bonus that I see with it is that Carla's going to take the risk away, because she's already lived the risk.
Yeah.
We've so what we're going to go through now is like a 5-step roadmap, and you know what, like these are the 5 fundamentals of, and you know what Carla's going to share, even if you've got your own business, these 5 fundamentals being strong is the foundation to any successful business, right? So we're going to kind of dive into what those are. So Carla, jump in and tell us a little bit about what we need to know with the money and the numbers.
Yes. So one large lesson I learnt in life was never build a business on sand. So strong foundations. I'm definitely going to reiterate that one. Now, money and numbers. This took me such a long time to get my head around because I'm not a natural academic. So over the years, working with financial advisors, accountants, bookkeepers, I've been able to create really, really great high service profit margins. So even though we are going to bring in our bread and butter services, which clients have every 2 to 3 weeks, which we do need them clients, it is a limited profit margin. So what we've been able to do is bring in higher service profit margins so you can understand your numbers from day one, which I think is one of the biggest things I took from your course, Jess. It's like, why did no one tell me this 20 years ago? So number 1 is knowing your numbers and having the mindset around why we're in business. Obviously, I love what I do, but the numbers do matter. Multi-site growth. Now, what I found is having different sites, but being able to share the numbers in certain resources as being able to give us really great profit margins. So that's something that I wanted to share with the franchise opportunities, and about knowing that you can share some of our platforms that we already pay for because we are a running business. So opening your mind to contributing and sharing platforms is a real big one for me. We've secured discounts to suppliers, which is wonderful. Lots of negotiation has gone into there, but we only use suppliers that align with our values, which do come with better quality products to get your clients better results. So we've done all the market research for you and found the suppliers that we feel will help your business skyrocket in front of your ideal clients. Now, for the first year, we would be looking to generate you a minimum of 50k profit. Now, I've done this with all my business, so I'm pretty confident that that's what we can generate to get you a really good return on investment when you join the franchise opportunity. Now, this one's a big one. The training platform. When COVID hit, it was a big hoo-ha for us. It was absolutely devastating for the industry. But a positive thing came out for us, and we actually developed a full training platform for beauty therapists, right from level 1 up to your level 6. So we have all your training platform covered, which you're saving around £40,000 mark, and you get to use that in your salon as well. So when you do look at the numbers, this is where a franchise opportunity is so beneficial for saving on long-term investments. Utilization rates, we run really high utilization rates because we understand the power of time and money. So it's really important that when we set up your business with you, we go through the importance of how to maximize the utilization rates in your own business. You're going to save on all your systems and your HR because we've done that all for you. We've taken out the stress. We know about flexible contracts, mat leave, holiday pay, paid breaks, CPD. We've done it all for you. So that in itself is priceless.
Oh.
Now, a big question I got asked the other day was, what kind of income should a talented beauty therapist be bringing in? Now, I've seen this and delivered this over the past 15 years, but a real great diamond in your business should be generating around 120,000 per annum. As long as we get all your systems in place, we find your diamond team. I do have a train mindset, so that's on average what a talented beauty therapist should be bringing into the business based on our numbers model. Average client per spend, we base it around £62 per hour, but we have 3 ideal clients, so you can pitch in different directions, which is absolutely wonderful for multi-diverse streams of your ideal clients coming through the door. One thing we have noticed over the years is a lifetime client value. We've still had clients that come to us that have been with us for 20 years. So when we broke down the facts and the figures on how much they're worth to us, it's around £3,500 a year. So we know exactly how much our clients mean to us, and this is why our customer journey is really important. We've done all the report writing for you. So again, you just plug and play, pop your own numbers in, and it will bring up your numbers in your business. Now that took me about 4 years to master. And it's always changing. So I will always be at the forefront to hold your hands. Another big one with the numbers is our commission structure has been so effective in that should have a piece of the pie. So with that detailed commission structure, that's how we've managed to retain a loyal team for 16 years. Our retention rates are really high. So we do value the people in the business and kind of put people before the profit, which sounds a bit backwards in business, but it's not when you understand that it's the people and the team that make it all work. And retention rates, we have really high proven retention rates of 78% in team and client retention. So we've done everything for you. So I hope that gives you a little bit of evidence to why this franchise.
And I think as well, Carla, back to your point on commissions, I think a lot of people pluck numbers out of thin air, trying to panic and keep their team, and they don't know what they can afford to pay their team and what they can't. That's one of the biggest things a lot of people see the value in Systemize, is knowing what decisions you can afford to make and what you can't afford to make.
Absolutely. I'm guilty of that too.
So let's dive in and talk about branding.
So the branding is, there's quite a lot into branding, which again, I was so naive in business, and I wish I would have understood the power of branding before I even started in business. So branding is really powerful. And what we found over the years is our salons have built a reputation on a 5-star customer journey. So we have done the entire branding suite for you. Now, we want to give our franchisees the flexibility to fine-tune it to their needs and their own salon. Little story here. We've got the 3 locations. They all run under the same brand identity, but the managers have slightly different styles.
Yeah.
So they do style their salons based on their personality needs, and I think it's absolutely lovely. I've got Tara, she loves green, so we've got lots of green plants in Clitheroe. And Laura, the manager of Barrowford, super organized, very minimalistic. So that's kind of like her little home that she runs. So yeah, the branding suite is all done for you. We know exactly what our ideal clients like. So we have lovely Lucy, sassy Susie, and caring Carol. So they are our ideal client avatars, which we will run everything through with you, so you know how to communicate with that type of client. Again, award winning. We've got 24 business and beauty industry awards. So we know the process that you're going to go through. We know how to get your brand in your town in front of your ideal audience. We've walked the walk for you and we will hold your hand. Now, a big one with our branding is I have been working with a psychologist and a life coach for best part of 12 years now. And there's been a lot of emotionally intelligence placed into the brand because of the tone of voice who we're speaking to, and really, really taking into account mental health and who we're kind of pitching our market to and making people feel really comfortable. So all that's been done for you. And as you can see, the branding palette is really neutral and inviting and extremely calming to obviously give that sensation of a welcoming environment straight away. We do run our branding through a subject called Beauty Code, because we have code levels for everything. So it's really easy to understand in business what everybody's roles are. I'm a red. Jess will know what this means.
Yeah.
Naturally at home, I'm a green and a bit of a yellow. So I run my house and my business slightly different, but once you understand that, it's absolutely brilliant.
Yeah, just on that, Carla. So that is,
Yeah.
if you want to learn a bit more about that, because anyone managing people, you have to read the book called Surrounded by Idiots, and it codes people in colours, and it helps you to manage and understand people in different environments. So yeah.
Yeah. And just to top on that, Jess, when I was reading that book, I was like, oh my God, I'm the idiot. And I was like, I had to call myself out, which was a really, really interesting book. But I love learning from things like that. So great book.
Yeah, it's awesome.
Shared resources. Now we use a lot of digital branding resources. So you can come and use ours. We pay for them anyway. So when you look again using shared resources that we're already using, you're going to save a lot in the long term as well. Again, I'm just popping in there. I've just noticed there's a double award winning, but I just want to get that in there twice.
Why not?
I know. Now, service trends with your branding. I love market research, and I can generally tell you what service works well, what doesn't, the trends in the seasons, how it all works. So I've pretty much got all that covered for you for your quiet periods of time as well, and how your branding can come into there with your winter warmers, you step into springs. There's all your branding and your 12-month packages has all been done for you. The team suite, we give our team access to our branding suite because we want to empower them to build their own social platforms, because I'm a creator and I know that being able to share my work with my audience is really passionate to me. So we allow our team to do that on their own platforms as well, which I think is a really, really great thing for branding awareness, and obviously getting your name out there as well. So that's a big thing that we use. And again, the branding journey, it's seamless. We've done everything for you and it's all digitally pre-programmed. You just cut and copy, plug and play.
Yeah, amazing. Which leads on to like a good marketing strategy. And I think that this will be a very big differentiator, Carla, between your franchise and a lot of franchises, because what I see a lot of franchises do is their marketing strategy is still the same as it was 10 years ago. I can't tell you how many times I see this 50% off splattered everywhere. And a lot of the time, number one, it makes me hyperventilate a little bit because you're probably not making 50% on that treatment and service. So your marketing strategies are at a loss, and you're attracting the wrong ideal clients.
Yeah. And everything you've said there, I've done it all.
Yeah.
And you know what's really, really, really fascinating about how the universe works is once someone has brought it to your attention about all them things that's going wrong, it's a case of, right, what can we do to put it right? And one of the things I loved about joining your program was I personally do not like marketing. I'll hold my hand up. I don't like marketing, but it is part of my job. And unfortunately, it comes with a responsibility. So after working with you, we just went to town on our marketing and it's just skyrocketed. It's on autopilot. We attract our ideal client. Our copy is, it says what it's going to do on the tin, but with a really, really nice, elegant element to it. So the copy has already been done for you. So if you want to plug and play and fine tune it to what you're looking for within the franchisee, then that's absolutely fine. It's all flexible. Again, everyone will have access to our paid systems. We spend on average around 10,000 a year on marketing, and that's our budget. But we have around 6 to 8 different funnels which we go into. So we use that for the salons anyway. So we are going to allow our franchisees to use our paid systems as well. Social media tools, it took me years to understand the power of social media, but it needs to have a strategy behind it. Otherwise, you'll do what I did and spend so much wasted time and energy on posts that aren't really doing anything. So we've created all the templates for you, which is absolutely fabulous because it then comes into our client referral management system. So everything's all tied into each other. We have a wonderful digital system for marketing. We have one in-house, one out of house. Again, when you come on your training as a franchisee, we'll help you understand the difference between in-house and out-house. Jess, I think you call it warm and cold traffic.
Yeah, yeah, they do. Yeah. And a business can't survive without both.
No, absolutely.
I'd say that's one of the biggest reasons most people are not filling their salon. They're not hitting that 98% utilization because they just focus on their warm traffic because they don't have, like what you just said, your funnels, your digital marketing journey. Like what we're discussing here is a whole entire marketing ecosystem that runs on automation.
Yeah, that's why I put 10x at the side of marketing up there because it's like crazy. It's like getting on that hamster wheel constantly.
Yeah. It's like you've just added the fuel to the fire, isn't it? Like it's like when everything starts to work together.
Yeah, absolutely. And one thing that I've learned about marketing is if you don't know what you're doing, burnout sets in so fast. And I kind of want to help my franchisees not get to that burnout level because it's exhausting.
Yeah. Yeah.
So absolutely get it all on autopilot and obviously look at your own management systems. And like on there, I've put multi-presence. You've got to get yourself on omnipresence. You've got to get it everywhere. And we've done all the fundamental funnel system for you. So again, you just plug and play. And once you understand how it works, it's actually quite easy. But again, it's the knowledge that comes with all this as well. And we've done all that for you.
Amazing.
Yeah.
So,
Sorry, Jess, you carry on, honey.
yeah, let's dive in to time. How is this saving somebody those 20 years?
Well, yeah.
That's a long time.
It is a long time. And again, 20 years, I've made so many mistakes in the industry. And I actually spent once around £20,000 on a makeup company. And in all honesty, it was a devastating return on investment because I didn't understand the fundamentals of marketing, branding, who's it's for. So with time, it's a massive, massive thing because we've done all the heavy lifting for you. We've done all the hard work. We've made all the mistakes. So for me now, at the age that I am in business, fabulous 40s, just going to put it out there. I really value time. So I want to give back anyone that's already in a salon and want to make more profits or build and retain a better team, the time back that they deserve. And to fast track to profits really with higher service margins and charging the worth. Because I think there's a lot of low and lack of self-esteem in the beauty industry, what I've witnessed over the years anyway, and how I felt in the past. So I want to give back my time and my knowledge to those that want to walk the walk with us, really. Obviously, the reputation takes time. I didn't realise how long a business reputation would take. So we've kind of done it all again for you. And fast tracking your apprentices. No disrespect to colleges, I think they're wonderful and they serve a great purpose for the community. But I have found that fast tracking therapists in salon is much more effective. They're learning hands-on skill in real time. They understand how a business works in commercial timings, which I think is really important to instigate them fundamentals from the day one when you take on your training therapists. So we really do value education within our salons, which has kind of like skyrocketed the profit margins in different elements, really. Operational support, that's all been done for you. I've had so many conversations with HR about disagreements and why it works, why it doesn't, looking through different eyes. So we've done all the emotional, draining, conscious work for you, which is massive.
Yeah, oh, definitely. And the thing is, the time with the time, why be successful in 10 years when you could be successful in 12 months? And I think that whenever it comes to investing in yourself, that's why, like, I always tell all my clients, I have multiple coaches. Sometimes I have two at the same time if it's different areas of my business. And that's what you're getting with Systemize. That's what you're getting with a franchise opportunity like this one. That's what you're getting with a mentor, a guide, like is collapsing timeframes. That's one of the biggest things that, yeah, I always think that. I think why do you want to be successful in 5 years? And that's if you make it. Like
Yeah.
not trying to like be harsh, but that's if you get to that point, right? Like if you're still there by then. I think time is so important.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think that's why I was so excited about the collaboration with yourself because it's one hell of a powerhouse because you've been able to develop such business knowledge in your platform. And I just think it's absolutely incredible. And I think any franchisee coming on board will just be fascinated on business and how it will help the future life goals as well.
Yeah, which brings us on to education. So I think that's one of the things that will, again, massively set aside your franchise opportunity to anything else. Like I've looked at, and I've had meetings with other franchise owners, like this doesn't exist.
Wow, and that's really interesting because obviously over the years with running the Pure Perfection salons, we've developed a full career system, and I call it PIP. Well, Pure Perfection, powering people. We've allowed people to grow with us, which has been one of the driving forces behind the business, if I'm being honest, being able to give people skill sets, tools in order to develop through our company, which is just the clear career growth path has been absolutely fantastic. I have put a picture of the lovely Emma up on there. She's our latest intern. She's only been with us for just under 3 years, and now she's managing the new location over at Paddington, which is now our headquarters. So we've given her all the systems, we've got the proven path of growth to demonstrate how it works, really. Obviously, I do a lot of one-to-ones with my team, but I also do a lot of one-to-ones with aspiring beauty professionals as well. But we do offer salon visits if any franchisees wanted to come on board. We do work with accreditation companies of Centre of Excellence to demonstrate that our training is above board and extremely effective, obviously for health and safety, and making sure that our therapists are trained to the highest level. But yeah, a massive one for us is train and retain mindset. And the training platform that we've created, we've based on it principles of I've lost my word here, cognitive behavioral therapy, which stands for confident beauty therapist. So the entire platform's been designed to take an apprentice through from starter right through to management level. So the community is really supportive. It's all performance managed. And this is why I love the business education with Systemize for Success, because my managers are even learning more and more about management every day, which is just skyrocketing the pure perfection success rate at the moment. So yeah, education is massive, and one thing that I'm really excited about.
Yeah, and every time, Carla's very similar to me, like every time you do something, you're always going, how can we make it better? How can we improve it? How can we evolve it? How can we make it a no-brainer? And that's why Carla said to me, well, what if they had all the knowledge that I had from you? And so that's why with this franchise opportunity, we've included Systemize as part of that opportunity, right? Because a lot of obviously what Carla's learned is from Systemizing, that's all in here, and it's going to take your knowledge and stuff to the next level. And like Carla said, like I've built that business platform over 10 years, and we're always adapting it, we're always evolving it, we're always putting in there what's new, what's changing in buyer behavior, what's like, it's always a forever growing thing. And back to Carla's training platform, one of the biggest expenses, I think, with beauty is because beauty has such a diverse treatments and services and product ranges and so many things that every time you take on a new member of staff, that you're sending them on really expensive courses. They're not even able to just come straight into your business and start being profitable because they've got to have weeks or months of training and all this stuff that is very clunky. Everybody comes in at different levels, and you have a training solution platform there for you to go, right, well, you're at this level, so you're going to focus on this. You're at this level, you're going to focus on this. And it's going to fill all them skill gaps in your team members as quick as possible, because we want them to be 98% utilized. We want them to be turning over 120k annum. We want them to be on commission. We want them to be earning, and so do they. That's the important thing. We think about all this from our point and our perspective as a business owner, but that's what they want as well, because they want to be earning good money. They don't want to be, you know, hanging around like a spare part for months because they haven't done the training parts to do the treatments, and you know, they're kind of in that limbo land. They want to come in and hit the ground running just as much as we do. And you know, that's why the education elements of what Carla's including here in this opportunity is just so innovative to me as well. Like I'm like, yes, like, and to be collaborative as well. Like so many people and so many franchise groups don't want to collaborate with anybody. They don't want to empower. And I just honestly find it like mind-boggling, right? So what will your journey look like? So collaboration with pure perfection, we want to focus on that collaboration and empowering people. So Carla, for those that want to, maybe they are, you know, a salon owner that wants to be part of a group, they're that beauty therapist looking for the next step. What is these next steps? What is this journey going to look like? What's going to happen next?
Yeah, so that's really exciting. So again, excuse me, it does depend at what stage you're in business. But like you said, if you are already a salon owner, what your next journey is going to look like is over the next 12 months, we've put together a really detailed 6-week action plan. So if you don't have a salon already, that's also included in there. We'll help you with your market research on where your location should be. I've just had someone said, can I put a Pure Perfection in a garden centre? And I was like, oh, yes,
Yeah.
absolutely perfect. So that was really exciting. I never thought about that one. So yes, we will help you do your market research. Is your location where it needs to be? Do you own the property? Do you not own the property? What's the bigger picture plan? The 6-week action plan will also include all your license keys and your legalities. With your license key, that gives you access to your booking systems, all pre-programmed service times, the costings. So you have a really, really, really clear fundamental of a starting point within your business. Legalities, obviously, all our HR documents have been done for you. So it's just a case of doing your research, having a good read about contracts, the fees that are involved, and also kind of like looking at a really strong business strategy and goal together, because I do know people come on board for franchise opportunities for very, very different reasons. I have one franchisee looking at not working in the business, so her strategy and goal is very, very different. I have one that is a beauty therapist that wants to be in the business and wants to generate exceptional profit margins, so her goal and strategy is also very, very different. So all these are broken down into bite-sized pieces. So within that 6-week action plan, you have a clear direction on where your marketing efforts are going to go, where your training plans are going to be utilised. You will be given access to all the systems and operations. You will have weekly support with me. And we will then also look at helping you create a really, really successful launch party. We've just launched the new salon over at Padium, and it was an exceptional launch day. So we've kind of done everything for you. The first 6 weeks is really crucial, and I will be on hand all the time just to get you through that 6-week setup process. After that, it's a kind of as and when you need me. I would like check-ins every week just to make sure you're on target, ask as many questions as you like. And really, I'm just going to hold your hand the entire way, tell you what works, tell you what doesn't, what the best suppliers work. And just looking at that picture there, absolutely love that. As I'm a visualist, if anybody doesn't already know. So this was Emma. She was the manager that kind of run the project on the success journey for Padium. So yeah, it's pretty much. Thank you. And obviously I am open to any questions. So please do ask. And following this presentation, thank you so much for your time. I really understand how important everyone's time is, and thanks for having me, Jessica. Really, really loved it. And yeah, if anybody does want to chat with me one-to-one, I will forward my discovery call link, and we can have a really, really nice informal conversation with a coffee and just chat it out, really.
Awesome. Thank you, Carla. So yeah, we'll see if anyone has got any questions. And I know some of you are joining live. There's quite a few of you on live, and there'll be definitely some of you that watch the replay. So pop your question in the comments, and me or Carla will be happy to circle back and answer any questions as well. So there's one question that's come in so far, Carla, and that is, are you keeping in the Northwest?
No, I would like to look at different locations. South has been really, from marketing campaigns, the South and has been really, really a big one that's been in touch. But no, I'd like to do national and regional eventually. Absolutely.
Yeah, exactly. We spoke about that, didn't we, Carla? And I said there's definitely it would be all over the UK based. Fab. So lots of people saying it definitely doesn't sound like your typical franchise. Like, no, it absolutely is not. So yeah, do keep your questions coming in because, like I said, me and Carla will circle back round and answer any of your questions and help and support. What we'll also do is we will pop Carla's discovery call link in the comments as well so that you can just book a call. The same with us with Systemize, you know, like if ever you've got questions, like do collaborate with people, book a call with them, ask questions, like have a conversation with people because you're going to just learn so much. Like have that chat, see if that opportunity is the right opportunity for you. Like, you know, there's no harm in it, right? Like, and Carla's very like me. Like nobody's going to hold you to ransom. Like this is not one of them calls. This is a chat. Are we right for each other? Like, you know, I always say to Carla, I'm like, actually, we say no to a lot more people for Systemize now than we say yes to because we want to keep our community in a certain vibe and in a certain way. And you know, you've got to have that call and that conversation with people to see if it's a right opportunity for you. So we'll pop that link in the comments. So yeah, thank you. And thank you, Carla, for your time. I think it's been really insightful. And even for those not looking for a franchise, maybe right now, it's a lot to think about for their business and making sure that they've got all these things in their business and all this structure and everything. And that's why I always say, you know, even Carla, just sharing your story and where you've started and where this business is now is phenomenal. And that's a massive testament to you investing in yourself over and over again, being an innovator, learning, growing, like being coachable. That is so key as well, is being open to those teachings and those learnings and knowing that we don't know everything and we've got to learn from others, right? So fab. Thank you, Carla. I'm going to stop sharing my screen. There we go. Awesome. So thank you, everybody. And don't forget to join us next week as well for the 3-day summit, which is Wednesday, Thursday, Friday at 10 a.m. And then we have a bonus session on Sunday at 7 p.m. where we're going to announce all of our prize winners. Fab. So without further ado, thank you guys. And we'll catch you all soon.
See you later.